Hi everyone, Cheryl here to share my mini notebook for Really Reasonable Ribbon, and basically I'm going to show you just how to make this notebook and to use Really Reasonable Ribbon to hold your pencil on the inside. And so let's go ahead and get started. And I've already prepped my papers and everything since I like to do sewing. So you're going to want a piece of paper that measures 11.5 by 6 1/4. And then what you're going to want to do is come up and score at 5.5 from the bottom, and then at 6. So it's a 1/2 inch in the center, and that gives you room for your pencil and your bow and so on. And so then you'll go ahead and score, and so this is the base. Next thing you'll want to do is, and these are the pieces I already prepped, so you're going to want to measure a piece of cardstock that measures 6 by 5 1/4, and then the next one will be, the white piece will be 5 3/4 by 5. So you just move it down 1/4 inch, and that's how you get your frame. I do have a little boo-boo here, but I'm going to show you how to cover up your boo-boos. So I added sewing to that one. My next piece for layering on top is going to measure, whoops, I hate using, I think it's, it's 4 3/4. By 4 1/4. And so you'll measure down 1/4 inch on each of your next pieces. And so you'll just want to layer that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these. So the first thing I do is just glue down, and you can use any glue that you prefer on this. I rub the glue out so it doesn't buckle and it doesn't bead up. You know how it gets all, makes the paper look warped. Let's see. Oh, it's already stuck. Come on. Ah. Yeah, that's holding pretty good. Okay. I'm going to wipe my hand. So I have prepped my Spellbinders oval, and I also used CottageCutz Springtime Strawberries, and so that's what I did. And then my stamp is from Life's a Garden, so that's that one. And so I'm just centering that. Next, I want to grab some buttons. Bonnie carries a ton of different buttons in the store, so you'll have to go check that out. I'm not sure what colors she has left, but I am using red on mine. And I want to cover up that boo-boo in the corner, so I should probably use my hot glue gun, but I just grabbed some random buttons. And before I put that down, I was thinking I'm going to run a border across with Really Reasonable Ribbon, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. So we'll let that dry. I'm thinking of doing the white. Let's see. So I'll move that. I thought about adding some pink, but no. And, I think I'll just do that color. And this is the Diamond Satin Bonnie carries in the store. And I'm not sure, I'm going to look really quick what color that is. I think it came out of one of the monthly ribbon assortments. So let me look really quick for you. And it's the Diamond Satin. And come on. Oh, I'm not even sure. I think it's the turquoise, or it's the jade. So it's one of those two. I'm almost leaning towards the jade, but I'm thinking that's going to look pretty. So I'm going to do it like this. Sorry, I should have prepped that, and I didn't. So I'm just running a little bit of the glue. Now you can use your hot glue gun for this if you'd like. Since I already have this out. And this one dries pretty fast. This Craft and Hobby PVA glue. And I want to run the red across as well. And then what I'm going to do is cut that. And now I'm going to make a bow. And the bow I will use the hot glue gun. So I do all this before I put down my my one piece, my center main piece. So I'm just going to do a double looped bow, and I have a mess of a wire. I use wire to make all my bows, so I just did it like that, and then I'll take the wire. Whoops. And then I just twist that, and some wire cutters to cut, and I'm dropping buttons as I speak. They're probably all over my floor. Okay, so I've got this one done, and I'm going to hot glue this down. So I'm just adding a little bit of glue to the back. So that one's down. So now I want to do the red gingham. And I love the gingham. I've actually purchased several of the rolls of the gingham print. Bonnie does carry different colors in this as well. And it's very inexpensive for a roll. So let's see. So there's another little bow. So we're going to use the same ribbon for the inside. So let me just get this one. And I might add, I don't know what button I'm adding to this, so the button part won't be done because I want to find a different button, and I forgot to do that. So now we'll add our front piece on. And since I have the hot glue, I'm just going to hot glue that down. So there's our front piece for our main piece. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. Let me get this hot glue gun off of there. For this, I'm going to use my ATG gun. Actually, I should probably use the, you know what, I'm going to use Scor-tape instead. Oh, and I'm running low on that. Because my buttons, they're not dry. I probably should have used the hot glue on that as well. So I'm just going to add some of this to the back side. And Bonnie does carry the Scor-tape in the store. And that's under, I think, adhesive. Let me just check. Yes, they're under adhesive. Ah. I used the Scor-tapes out because I'm working on a vintage mini, and I've been using a lot of it in that. I need to stock up again. Ah, my goodness, my nails do not want to work. I think if I had fake nails on, I wouldn't even be able to do this probably. It's been so long. Okay, so the front, we'll just put this right on the front of here. Okay, cute. I love making these little notebooks. So the next thing you're going to want to do is get yourself a notebook. You can use a sticky, this one's just some lined paper. It's a notepad that I purchased at, I think, Big Lots. I had picked up a bunch. So you're just going to figure out where you want to put that. And then, again, grab your Scor-tape. And go ahead and put this on. Today I'm having a good time on that, huh? Let's see. Okay. So now we have this already. Okay. So you have that in, and then next you'll want to get yourself a pencil, and I just sharpened mine down. You could cut them in half, but then on one you won't have the eraser. So the next thing I do is I actually take the ribbon and wrap it around the pencil a little bit, and I took my glue guns off. So you're just going to want to take your ribbon and that's probably good enough, and then of course cut. So that's going to be the back side, or it could be the top, it doesn't matter. And then now, before I put my bow, I'm going to glue this down, so I just put some more of the glue. And I think I want it right about there. And then you can make a little bow for it, like I did. In this one, I just made a little bow and put a button. So I'm going to make a tiny bow. And I'll use a red button in the center of this. And then I'm going to glue it down with the hot glue. These are so fun to make, and they're nice. You can give them as gifts too. So that goes there. And I'm just going to glue that down, find a button, and of course I'm using a red one. Let's see. And there you have it. Yep. So, and you could probably do that tighter, but my pencil on this one. So there's the inside. You could always put paper on the inside if you want. I didn't. And there's my little notebook. And I hope you enjoyed today's video on creating a notebook using Really Reasonable Ribbon. And thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Have a nice day.